My intuition is telling me there'll be better days.
What's up, fam? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time joining us, what's up? My name is Natalie and this is my channel, Music2makeup. So today's video is going to be completely different than anything I've ever done before, but it's something I feel very passionate about and I've been so excited to do this video. This is actually my second time doing it because it is going to be about earth angels and signs that you may be an earth angel. I know if you have never heard that term before, which most of you may have not, you probably think I'm a little crazy right now. And that is completely understandable. So if you would like to know what earth angels are and signs of an earth angel or characteristics of an earth angel, then keep on watching. And if you do like this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. And let's get into talking about some angels. Okay, so the world works in mysterious ways. Let me tell you how I was led to finding out about this. Because I believe, like, you know, it wasn't a coincidence. It was supposed to happen. And about a year ago, someone I had, was kind of dating, I was dating them, sent me a video, and it was 6 signs that you're an earth angel. So I watched it, and I was, like, profoundly moved. Like, I was shook. I just related to it so much, and it was like my soul recognized that as you, that's what you are. I felt like an instant connection and identification with being an earth angel when I saw that video. And I watched a few other videos, and I sent the video to my friend because she had a lot of the same characteristics. And she's like, I'm definitely an earth angel. I'm like, I know, like, I don't know what the hell an earth angel is, but I'm definitely one of them. And so that was kind of it for a while. I was really, at that time, I was really interested in learning about spirit guides. And I was reading this book, Ask Your Guides by Sonia Coquette. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but this actually does have a chapter on angels. Part 2 is angels, the first of your spirit companions. So it talks about guardian angels, the archangels, the ministry of angels, and living with angelic influences. And like one of my favorite parts was the archangels. Each archangel can be called upon to help you with certain areas of your life. Each one can help you with something different. In addition to working with your personal guardian angel, you can also receive tremendous energetic support from the archangels, who are considered God's most important messengers in the celestial hierarchy. You can invoke them for added help at any time, and because these angelic forces are so powerful, calling on them is the equivalent of asking the best football team in the universe to step in and help you win the game of life. So, okay, Michael, Archangel number 1, is fiery and passionate and is the patron of protection and love. Calling on him moves you to action when your life lacks vitality, excitement, and love. If you're truly ready to face your fears and try something new and even intimidating, such as switching your career or traveling somewhere alone for the first time, you can call on Michael to protect and guide you as you venture forward. Gabriel is so what exactly is an earth angel, Natalie? You already sound like a fucking nut person. You sound like a Looney Tune. What is an earth angel? Earth angels are spiritual beings born into physical form in order to serve humanity and the earth, assist all souls in the awakening and ascension process, also help in anchoring the timeline of light, love, and peace to bring the earth and humanity into the golden age of co-creation. So earth angels are here to spread this message. to tell everyone how loved and precious we all are, but how we must change our vibration from one of fear to love if we hope to survive as individuals and as a human race. With great compassion, the human race won't survive unless we shift our fundamental consciousness away from merely getting by. He said that the planet won't be able to support the levels of fear we're creating, and that great numbers of people consumed by terror would need to leave Earth in order to rebalance it. He related that this wouldn't necessarily happen if everyone shifted their survival energies from fear and withholding to loving and giving. They'd not only be fully protected and safe in this time of change, but would also be the progenitors of a new race of higher beings. That's what an Earth Angel's mission is to help the human race move from a fear-based consciousness to a love-based consciousness. Earth Angels are programmed with a wake-up call. They were born with a time to awaken. This could be a series of happenings, lessons, or events in order to awaken their divine truth. Although they are physical beings, they retain the connection to their higher angelic counterparts. I so believe this. If you would have told me like 10 years ago, I would be sitting here like rambling on about being an Earth Angel. Please. There was like a huge period of my life where like I was an atheist. I had like completely abandoned God. I didn't believe in God, because if God existed, I wouldn't be suffering as much as I was. But now I see how all the things happened in my life so that I could rebuild myself and become stronger and to know what my purpose was. And I believe I became woke around 30. I became more interested and more focused on self-awareness and growing as a person rather than dating or being in a relationship. Earth Angels accepted a divine assignment to come to Earth and spread your teachings and healing energies. And you know, that's something very key. We accepted an assignment. So we chose to be here and to go through this earthly process. Okay, what are some signs that you may be an Earth Angel? Number 1, feeling different, separate, or alienated from others. Many Earth Angels have often been teased or abused because of their different appearances or different interests. Like when I was in elementary school, like my favorite thing to do was read Stephen King books. I didn't get made fun of it for it. Not the Stephen King thing. I guess I got made fun of for reading sometimes, which I just think is bizarre. Like, I'm learning, dumbass. But I also got teased for my weight. I have hypothyroidism and I was a little overweight, and I got teased for that. Still get teased to this day about like preferring to stay in on a Friday night and read, take a bubble bath, film a video. As part of that is because I'm an introvert and I prefer, you know, to be alone and to reflect on, you know, things and my ideas. But also like just my priorities have shifted, and I would rather stay home and be working on something that will bring me closer to achieving my goals than to be going out and getting drunk. Earth Angels have an intense sensitivity to other people, chemicals, or violence in any form. They often have difficulty in crowds, feeling bombarded by overwhelming emotions and physical sensations emanating from other people. And if you're an extrovert, you definitely won't understand this because you get your energy from people. So how can being around people be draining? But if you're an introvert, you know what I'm talking about. And I think that plays a large part in why I chose night shift for work, because day shift, there are so many people and it just drains my energy. Night shift, there are less people and I have more autonomy, and it just suits my personality better. We also have been called too sensitive, but sensitivity is actually a sacred gift that the earth angel brings to this planet, enabling them to instinctively know when their services are needed. Number 3, you rarely ask for help because your frame of reference is to serve others. Being helpful is sometimes confusing for you. Oh my God, this could not be more me. And it's something that I've been working on, but I am horrible at asking for help. I see it as a sign of weakness, and I think I can do everything on my own, but in actuality, I can't. And before I would just not ask for help and be passively aggressive that someone wasn't offering their help. But especially now after my injury, because I'm in chronic pain, I'm not able to do as much as I used to be able to do. There's so many things that I can't do anymore and that I need help with. So I've had to work on asking for help. I think also part of it is I didn't feel I was worthy of someone helping me. You feel insecure in many of your relationships. You can easily sense if someone is holding back, and you feel the need to seek regular reassurance from them. Yeah, sounds about right. It sounds about what my relationship's like when I was younger. This is something that I have definitely gotten a lot better at, but Number 5, you have incredible gifts in the areas of writing, art, music, and healing. And those are all things that I love. Music2makeup. We got the music, makeup is art, and I'm a nurse. The healing, and I write. And I actually wrote my first blog post, which I was so excited for. But now I gotta write another one. Number 6. You aren't very good about managing responsibilities, time, or boundaries. Check, check, check. I'm horrible about doctor's appointments. I miss them all the time. I occasionally miss bills. And if you watched my creating personal boundaries video, then you know creating boundaries is a weakness of mine. So yeah. Number 7, you constantly worry that you are bothering others. You frequently apologize and check in with those around you to see how they are feeling about you. And this is something I have had to force myself to stop doing. All the time, I would be like, sorry to bother you, but, and I've had to literally stop myself in the middle of, typing it and erase it. Part of that I believe came from the same issue as before, and not feeling worthy of someone else's time. So once I replaced that false belief with the belief that I am worthy, I slowly conditioned myself to stop saying that. Number 8, you are not comfortable with your physical body, especially your feet. As an angel, you have trouble staying grounded. I was always kind of uncomfortable in my body. I dealt with a lot of body image issues when I was younger, an eating disorder, and basically anything to stay thin, especially since I had hypothyroidism, and especially since I had been teased about it. And I just always thought my feet were odd. Probably because they're so big. I wear a size 10. But I'm also a tall woman. Number 9. Those around you often ask, where did you go just then? Because it seems like you are often daydreaming or not paying attention. You may miss exits or misplace things. Oh, I am always in my own little world. And I miss exits all the time. And before I knew why, I would do these things all the time, I would get so angry at myself. I'd be like, Natalie, you drive to work almost every single day. How can you miss exit? Seriously. But learning that there were reasons behind why this was happening, I was able to forgive myself and just most of the time and just be a little easier on myself. Being an INFJ, that is also a characteristic of an INFJ. We have issues being present in the moment. Number 10, you aren't competitive in your personal or work life. You want to see everyone succeed. And that is so true. While I did like play some sports when I was younger, I did that because I wanted like the camaraderie and to meet people and friends. It wasn't about the competition. I could have cared less if we won or lost, honestly. Especially because society teaches women to be competitive with each other, and it shouldn't be like that. We should be supporting each other and empowering each other, not competing with each other, especially for men. Okay, number 11. You grew up feeling that you couldn't relate to your immediate family. Earth angels were sent specifically to an emotionally distant or dysfunctional family in order to help them. I just remember thinking all the time, like, am I really related to these people? Because sometimes I wonder. But I knew I was because I look like my mom, but I just always felt very different. Number 12. People tell you that you look younger than you are. Earth angels often appear younger than their chronological age. I thought that this was attributed to my excellent skincare habits, and I'm still gonna say that that is part of it. But people often do think I am younger than my chronological age. Actually, just the other night, I admitted a patient, and she was septic and like very disoriented when she first got up to the unit, and like I remember she was just like, look, when she got there she was just like staring at me. She was fixated like on only me. Like the other nurse was helping me and asking her some of the admission questions. She wasn't answering them. She was just staring at me. I'm like, is she like trying to cast a spell on me? Like, what is she doing? And I ended up working the next night and having her as a patient again. And the first time I hear her speak, and like she was more oriented, she goes, "How old are you?" And I was like, "I'm 33. She was like, "No, you are not." I was like, "Yes, I am." She probably like was like, "Who is this young girl taking care of me? She's gonna kill me." But that happens a lot. Okay, number 13. Possibly having a history of personal and familial addictions. Cousins, they were both, addicts, but that wasn't the part that I couldn't relate to. That was the part I could relate to with him. And maybe that was probably our only connection. And my one cousin ended up overdosing and dying a couple years ago. And food, drugs, cigarettes, relationships, it can be all of the above. It doesn't just have to be drugs. Some earth angels turn to outside substances to numb the pain of feeling different and being intimidated by their life's mission. Number 14. Strangers telling you their problems as well as really personal information. People, often say like there's something about you that makes me comfortable and makes me be able to feel like I can open up to you. And that happens to me all the time. Number 15. You have a strong sense of purpose. Even though you may struggle to know how to manifest this purpose on earth, you know you must work to help, teach, and heal others. My entire life, I've always felt like I was meant to do something huge. I'm trying, and I'm trying to help others and make a significant change in the world, but it's hard. Figuring out like what your purpose is and what you're on earth to do is hard. I am just using my intuition and doing what makes me happy, because that's all I can do is follow my intuition. My intuition is there to guide me to my purpose. So doing these videos and helping others, even though it hasn't been that many, has given me a sense of purpose, and it feels right. Number 16, you have an intense and deep personality and are not afraid to dig deep within yourself, within your psyche, and the psyche of others. No, I am not. I'm a very deep, emotional person, and I hate small talk. I want to get deep. Number 7, relationships may be difficult for you to handle as you may find yourself attracted to abusive partners or those with deep emotional issues. Because Earth Angels are here to help, we are often attracted to narcissists and people who can abuse empathy and generosity. Number 18, you try to align yourself with societal expectations, but you have a very hard time doing so, where the pursuit of these things can leave you feeling empty. I, for the first time in my life, am starting to feel fulfilled because I'm doing something that is authentically me. Number 19, you are highly intuitive and often foresee events before they occur. You are also very in tune with others' needs. I am highly intuitive, extremely intuitive. Number 20, this one's a little odd but interesting. A ringing sound in one ear. And I've always had that, but I didn't realize that not everyone had that. I thought everyone had that happen to them. And it says most, but not all, Earth Angels notice a high-pitched ringing sound in one ear. And the ringing is actually encoded information downloaded from the Earth Angels realm to help them rise above earthly problems. What? That's kind of cool, but I can see how that could be hard to believe. I believe it, but there was a point where I definitely would not have believed that. I was all about facts and where's the science to prove that. But number 21. Earth Angels may fall in love with someone's potential and try to coach that person to greatness. And this also kind of ties in to being attracted to narcissists and emotionally unavailable people. We see someone's potential and what they could be and what we could be. And we think we can help them reach that potential. But it's not our responsibility to do so. If someone doesn't want to reach their potential on their own, then it wasn't meant to be. But because of this, we can tend to have codependent relationships with addicts and alcoholics and stay in relationships much longer than the average person would. And number 22, you suffer from chronic fatigue syndrome and other health issues. You are highly sensitive to energy, and taking on the toxic energies from other people negatively affect your body. I realized why I don't vlog. I would literally have to set up a camera in my bedroom, turn the camera on, you would just see me sleeping. I am tired all the time. I have a lot of things working against me. I have hypothyroidism, I work night shift, and I have chronic pain, which takes all my energy. Plus, I'm an empath. Like, could there be any more things that drain my energy? Now I realize why I'm always so tired. I would, again, get really angry at myself and be like, you're so lazy. Why do you sleep so much? And I had an ex who was a narcissist said something that, because he knew my insecurities, I was still insecure when he told this to me, so it's kind of always been in the back of my mind, but I'm trying to change this belief. He said to me, because there were times when he wasn't coming home, wasn't telling me that, you know, he was going to be out, whatever. And he's like, sorry if I want to have a life and don't want to sleep my entire life away like you do. And that really hurt me. That really got to the core. That's what narcissists do. But I would always be like, I'm sleeping my life away. But I need it. My body needs it. Those are the characteristics or signs of being an Earth Angel. If you think you are an Earth Angel, please let me know down below in the comments. And I hope this either helped you or you found this interesting. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.